The investigation into the Evergreen High School shooting is now closed. The community's questions about what happened there still very much open. Our Mark Salinger spoke with families about the answers they may never get.
5 months after fear and chaos filled this school, answers and accountability are hard to come by.
I was baffled.
Frustration.
Disappointment.
Kim, Cindy, and Audrey are all Evergreen High School parents. They learned on Wednesday the investigation into the shooting is finished, and no charges will be filed against the parents of the student who shot 2 classmates before taking his own life.
I felt a sense of betrayal in that we've been waiting for answers and promised answers, and we still have not gotten them.
I was hoping for transparency. I was hoping for tools and details and, maybe hard to read information that led to a path forward that benefited our community.
The sheriff's office says that the investigation suffered because the parents of the shooter declined to talk with investigators. We know the gun was a family heirloom, usually kept in a safe. How he got it or his motive remain unknown.
I think we could put closure to it, really proceed with the healing, knowing details and facts, and we got none of that.
If he didn't have access to the gun, we wouldn't be sitting here having this conversation.
And when we don't know better, we're just left wondering and conspiring and thinking of the what ifs and how comes.
Those questions may never get answers.
As much as it is a reminder,
Yeah,
I don't think
it is
it's,
a reminder.
it's something that I'm never going to forget that day and how I felt and the weeks afterwards.
5 months later, the case is closed, even if the recovery isn't.
I think that everybody is healing at their own pace, and some have moved on. Some are still very much torn, and that healing process is slower.
If nothing else remains, it's that our community is tight-knit, we love each other very much, and we're embracing one another.
I wanted to know more. Still have lots of questions.
Cindy and Audrey are the president and vice president of the PTSA there. They say their focus now is on the little things, like making sure students have snacks for the room where therapists are still helping kids talk through everything that happened. It's a reminder, Kyle, that healing doesn't happen overnight. It takes months, and it's still happening now.
So obviously the shooter's deceased. One of the first things we heard about the shooter, maybe 48, 72 hours after the shooting, was that he had been radicalized online by like nihilist types, right? Not necessarily political, but just kind of like out to burn the world down. And then we didn't hear anything else about that.
And of course, that word radicalized online, everybody wanted to know more. Would that be in the investigation? What motive did he have? 5 months later, the investigation's now closed. That's never been brought up again, at least not to the public, Kyle. At least we may never know about that.
And you can understand why that's so unsatisfying for families. Mark Salinger, thank you.